Hey everyone, welcome to another video. So today I'm going to talk about progress milestones. So in the last video, I talked to you about my core offer, my bonuses, how I'm doing a brand new program to be the end all of all Spanish. Like, this is it. Once you do this program, you're done learning Spanish, you will be fluent. But one of the aspects of this program that I'm doing, that you can see the last video if you want to know more about it, is progress milestones. So today I'm going to talk to you about why it's so important and how you can have progress milestones in your Spanish learning. So why is it so important? Progress milestones are important because it keeps you motivated and it keeps you accountable. It's almost like a video game. Like, you have to see what level you get to stay motivated. If you're at level 0 and you got to level 10, but you feel like you're still at level 1, you're gonna get unmotivated. And in language learning, it's super hard to know your progress. I used to work at a gym, so let me give you the analogy of like losing weight. So one of the biggest motivators for my clients who are losing weight is using a tape measure around your waist and around different limbs, tracking your weight with a scale, and progress pictures. So that's how you know that you're moving ahead, because if you're stagnating or you're moving backwards, you're gonna get unmotivated and you're gonna quit, or we have to change something. So in language learning, a lot of the biggest reason why people stop is because they get unmotivated, because they tried, and there's a lot of spikes. This gets into more complicated territory, but there's a lot of spikes of excitement in language learning, especially in Spanish, where you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Okay, it kind of sucks. Amazing, kind of sucks. Amazing, kind of sucks. And during one of those sucks, you just kind of go like, yeah, I'm done. Because you don't feel yourself getting better. So you need to track your progress and you need to know what you're looking for. So in terms of how to do this in progress milestones, there's 3 different ways that I've come up with that most people enjoy. And number 1 is being, how long can you speak? So you're starting off learning Spanish, right? And you can probably talk for about a minute. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien. Me llamo Michael. Y nada más. Good. 30 seconds, right? But then within 2 months, if you don't feel like you're getting better, have another conversation or a dialogue and time yourself. And you'll be like, oh, I'll probably get the same. Oh, damn, I got 10 minutes this time. Wow. Yeah, there were pauses, but like, you stayed in there for 10 minutes. It's almost like a boxing ring. Like, you stayed in for 10 minutes. 6 months later, damn, that was a 30-minute conversation. I spoke with my partner for half an hour. 1 year in, I spoke for a full hour. And by the end, you were like, oh, that's it? Okay, cool. So that's one of the ways of doing it, because it's super important to know that a lot of people run out of things to say when they're speaking with language partners because they're done. I mean, they don't have enough vocabulary, they don't have enough, they're not confident enough, they haven't had enough volume speaking with a partner to feel comfortable. So knowing that you're being able to talk for more and more time means that you can speak about more subjects, you're more comfortable, and you have more vocabulary. So that way, if you can speak for 2 hours in Spanish and it's not a problem, even if you're making a mistake, imagine speaking with someone for the first time for like 5 to 10 minutes. That is easy. You think you're like scared about that? No. And that's one of the biggest reasons why people actually are afraid of starting dialogues, is that very beginning stage. If you can speak for 2 hours, that beginning stage is easy, as long as you're practicing your introduction with your partner. 2, how many tenses are you using? So that's one of the biggest challenges that I see people have when they're speaking in Spanish, is that they'll only be speaking with the present tense, or the past tense, or the future tense. Yeah, actually, not the future. No one ever uses the future tense. We avoid it. But past tense, present tense. So my progress milestone is, okay, this month, talk to me about this. Let's see how many tenses you can use. Let's see if you can use the present. What about the past? What about the future? What about the subjunctive? What about the conditional? So I'll see that a lot of people can speak about a topic for the first 3, and then maybe they don't have the last 2, and that's okay. But maybe 6 months later, they can speak about all 5, and they have like one last tense to do. It's like, wait, no, there's not that many tenses, but you get the drift of it. And then 3 is certain topics. So this happens especially a lot at the very beginning of your journey. When you're a beginner, you might want to talk about, and you should talk about your family, about where you're from, about, obviously don't give all your personal details out on the internet, but stuff that, you know, someone would ask you. Like you're just bumping into someone on the street and they're like, hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿De dónde eres? Kind of like telling you like, hey man, like wait, like just normal conversation. You should be able to know that. But maybe you can't talk about politics. Maybe you can't talk about your dreams and desires in life and the purpose of life. And that comes later. So maybe I might say, I have easy, medium, and hard topics in my program. So I pretty much say like, hey, once you can talk about all the easy ones, go to the medium ones. Can you talk about half of the medium topics that we have? Cool, keep practicing. If you're like, yeah, I pretty much mastered all the easy and medium ones, get to the hard topics. And that's another way of seeing your progress. So if you add all of these three things together, in month 1, you might find yourself at, how long can you speak? 5 minutes. How many tenses can you use? 1, the present. What topics can you use? Very easy ones. When at month 12, maybe you're like, how long can you speak? An hour. How many tenses can you use? All of them, except for the conditional or subjunctive or whatever. How many topics can you talk about? Pretty much anything. I'll stumble with a little bit with the harder ones, but yeah, usually I can do all of them. So don't get down on yourself. These progress milestones are not set in stone. It's not like you have to hit it, because a lot of people, some of these milestones might come easier to others, but it's important to have those milestones because you don't want to be at month 6. And trust me, I've been there. I've had other people that are there and you're like, I don't know if I'm getting better. And sometimes you're not. This is how I figured out that you have to speak with partners 3 times a week to like really just get it going. Because when I tried 2 and 1, I tried to like, you know, talk to the camera for an hour or speak or see how much vocabulary I had, and it was stalling. And I was like, whoa, I've been stalling for 3 months now and I didn't even realize it. I thought, yeah, once a week or twice a week, it's more than enough. And I was just maintaining. And especially with the 1 hour a week, I was kind of starting to like lose it a little bit. So, you know, this is all through experience. I hope this helps. Make sure you keep those progress milestones in your Spanish, and I will see you in the next video. Remember that I'm still trying to gauge, you know, how many people want the offer that I talked about in the last video. So you're gonna find all the links below in the description. If you're interested in learning Spanish fluently within 12 months, the easiest and fastest way possible, sign up. The early bird, what is it called? Early bird pre-sales will be coming up. I'm gonna put bonuses with that where you can speak to me for an extra hour if you sign up. I just need to make sure that there's enough interest in this program before I create it. Okay? Thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.